This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 22 to 2026 and holy moly, the weather here is insane in Germany. We have, I think in whole Europe at least. I have no idea how it is in the States right now, but here we have like 32 degrees Celsius, which is freaking insane for this time. I mean, we don't even have official summer right now, and it's already 32 degrees. Holy moly. Oh my god. So like, I have this mobile air conditioner because there's no other way here to do that. And this barely can reduce the temperature in my apartment. It's nearly impossible. Oh my god. Like, holy shit. And I also noticed that, of course, on my channel and VR, everything is going down. Of course, I mean, people can't wear a headset like when it's so hot. But the question to you guys, what are you still playing VR when it's over 30 degrees Celsius, or what are you doing? Like, this is a nice question for a weekly survey and so on, I think. Like, if the people still play VR in summer and so on, and what do they play? Very interesting. So, everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go!
Voodoo.de.
So we have, we had a new gaming showcase, this time from Rough Talk VR. Let's go through all the games quickly. Survive the Night, it's a free-to-play co-op action roguelite coming to Meta Quest. Then we have Ooga Bonk, that's a sandbox in prehistoric age with gorilla tag style movement, Quest and Steam. Just Hoops Nano, like a basketball simulation, but tiny in mixed reality to Quest. Cozy worlds together, you hang around in cozy worlds with up to 12 players on Meta Quest. Perhaps it should replace a rec room, I don't know. Order 13 VR is a horror game in a warehouse. Strange things happening while you work there. It's coming to PC VR, PlayStation VR 2 and Quest. And new content for Scared by Squares. We have multiplayer mode. This is a horror game, yeah. And the Obsessive Shadow gets a mixed reality mode. This is also a horror game. This is really spooky. Clonk gets new weapons and things. They call it Rocket League with guns, and it gets free to play on Quest. Neolithic Dawn, that's a survival game, physics based, gets new environments, shelters and things for Quest and Steam. Dark Trip, a horror game coming now on Meta Quest and also later to Steam. And then we have some new trailers for games that we already know. Knights of Fiona, JRPG to Quest and Steam. How to God, I showed that on my channel. It's a God simulator for Quest and later for Steam. Fixer Undercover is a adventure puzzling game. Little bit escape room style, Quest and later Steam. Disembodied is like a platformer in mixed reality where you can build small puzzle things. Quest. Loop 1 Done. This is an automation experience in mixed reality where you can place the machines on your real desk for Quest and later for Steam. War Chasm is a shooter, arcade shooter, Quest and Steam. System Critical as well comes to PlayStation VR 2, a shooter. Pedal Rebel is a motorbike racing game, cyberpunk theme, coming to Steam and Meta Quest. Hyperlane Highway, a little bit the same, but a roguelite shooter style to Steam. Adrian's Quest is a science fiction adventure in an alien world. Interesting. Coming to Steam, Meta Quest and PlayStation VR 2. Exoshock, like this was delayed a lot of times. I don't know when this will come. There's also a shooter. And Viper Vice, this is like Grand Theft Auto. Very interesting for Meta Quest. And Project Nova, this is a puzzler in space. We repair broken systems. And that comes for Meta Quest and Steam. Yeah, guys, these were the games. There is nothing I would say this is a must-have. Oh, sure, there are some cool games, horror games and so on, but nothing that comes even close to AAA, unfortunately. So we have to still wait for our modders to create cool VR games, right? And the next VR multiplayer game shutting down, this time it's Larcenauts. I knew that. Like when it was out, there was a lot of hype, and I always thought it's a little bit like Overwatch in VR. And I thought, this could be hard to manage because it needs a lot of players, and this is always a big problem in VR. So if you don't have enough players and new players enter this game and they see where are people to play, they will leave it and forget it forever, mostly. And that's a huge problem. This is the same with non-VR games. Like when you have an MMO on PC or so, and there's nobody in, you will forget that. You will not play it. And in VR, it's even harder because not many people have a VR headset, and they play shorter sessions, and the chance to meet people in VR is low, and that's a huge problem. So Larcenauts is shutting down on October 1st this year. There's a new update for No Man's Sky, which has, as you know, really good VR support. It's called the Hive. And this is a new threat in the game, the Hive of Glass. This is a giant structure in space, and this has a laser and can kill huge fleets of spaceships and so on. And we also get in one of 3 fractions, they also fight against each other and things. So you have to battle on 2 fronts and things. Even on planets, you have to this drone swarms, and also in space, this main enemy and so on. Really crazy. We also have new perks and things to earn, new rewards. And it comes to PlayStation VR 2 and Steam VR, the update. Really, really cool. You have to keep in mind how bad the game started, and now it's one of the best games. Not only in VR, also flat. Really great. Haha, look at this. I also complained about Little Nightmares VR with some things like missing smooth turning. And first thing is this vignette you couldn't deactivate. I mean, yeah, it's official, it's the cape of the kid, but I mean, it's ultra disturbing. It ruined my gameplay. And now they activated smooth turn option, and they have now a function to deactivate the vignette. And the freaking crazy thing is that it's only on PC. That's only on PC. And they said on the other platforms, it doesn't, it can't be removed due to performance reasons. What the heck? I mean, this is only like here in the upper parts, like performance reasons? I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. But yeah, however, at least on PC, you can deactivate the vignette now. So guys, this looks not so good for Steam Frame. I mean, this news is not about Steam Frame, but see that the Steam Deck has a price increase of $300. At least in the 1 terabyte version, it went from $649 to $949. This is 46% price increase. What the heck? And the 512 gigabyte version went from $549 to $789. That's insane. And they killed the 256 gigabyte version from Steam Deck. Also here on the German page, it says it's now the 512 gigabyte is 797 euro and 1 terabyte 919 euro. This is insane. And they say the reason is the cost of RAM and data space and all the things, data chips and all the things. And now you have to consider we need the same hardware in Steam frame. And that bothers me a little bit. So there could be two things. They delay it even more to wait for cheaper prices, or it's more expensive than we thought. So in my opinion, everything above $800 for Steam frame would be too much. You have to consider it has nearly the same specifications as our old MetaQuest 3. Sometimes even worse, because Steam frame doesn't even have mixed reality, and the MetaQuest is $500. So if Steam frame would be $1,000, this could be, I mean, yeah, people love Valve more than Meta. And also they have a huge library on Steam. But is it worth double the price? I don't think so. But yeah, we will see. We will see. I really hope this is gonna be good. So because we have a problem in VR and Valve has to save it. Yeah, to save us. We will see. Weekly survey. So last week I wanted to know what bothers you more in VR optics today. And the result is exactly what I thought. Because yeah, as you see, I choose the same, of course, because I have this alien head. I always have very small field of view compared to other people. And yeah, that's very important to me. And the other things, yeah, sweet spot is on second place. And screen door effect and God rays are not so important because many headsets don't have that anymore. And yeah, that's what I expected. On the German channel, it's a little bit less obvious, but also a field of view is here and then a sweet spot. Really interesting. And yeah, I didn't forget that. I told it in the intro. This week's survey is, do you still use your VR headset in hot weather? I'm really curious about this. So if you still use it like before, choose the first one. If you use it, but for other things, for perhaps relaxing things, seated experiences or movies or so, choose this. Or if you use it very rarely, choose the third one. Or if you don't use it at all in hot temperatures, choose the last one. This is going to be very important for my channel and for everything what I should show. So please participate. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. So we will see next week. And let's check out the releases this week. Virtual Hunter on Quest. As always, you get 10% off every MetaQuest game with my coupon code voodoo.de. Virtual Hunter is a really realistic hunting simulation. I showed that in a shorts video. Also multiplayer, really cool. Then we have Compass. This is a adventure with story, and we have to use like an airship through parkours and so on, and also have quests. Interesting. And then we have on Steam Virtual Driving School if you want to learn driving. Then we have Echoes of the Outlands. This is like an adventure shooter in a crazy world. Aurora Zen, this is a relaxing simulation. Then we have Be a Firefighter, you have to save people from fire. And then also Compass on Steam. And we have Mandela Invasion VR Alternates. This is an adventure with a little bit of action and also with a little bit of horror. And on PlayStation VR 2, we also have Virtual Hunters. And you can see the reviews. This game is really great, so try it out on your favorite platform. I think it's already available on Steam since many times. So we have it on Quest, Steam VR, and PlayStation VR 2. Really nice. So this were the releases this week. And let's check out the sales. On Quest, I only found one game. I Expected to Die 3. This is a really nice escape room puzzle game. It's €60. And then on Steam, we have The Last Clockwinder. Nice adventure puzzle game. 70%. We Are One is also a puzzle game with timelines. 70%. Mask Maker, also a very nice adventure. 70%. Curious Tale of the Stone Pets is an item finder game, 85%. And on PlayStation VR 2, we have Rainbow Reactor Fusion. There's a nice casual game, 80%, and Hubris, nice, graphically nice adventure, is 75% off. So guys, please participate in the survey. Go to the link in the description or in the pinned comment. And thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
Voodoo.de